Assalamualaikum and a good day. My name is Siti Nurul Arusha binti Muhammad Sharif, metric number 252729, and today video reflection we are going to talk about or discuss about the contributions of Rawls' theory of justice. Before we go further into the background of this theory, this American political and ethical philosopher was born on February 21, 1921. He is known for theory of justice as fairness to describe the society in addressing the essential need in equal basic rights and liberties for all. His development a theory of justice advocates the social contract as a basis of a society, wherein a society consists of different people that have different needs and value, which this theory emphasizes it is essential to fulfill everyone's needs in the society. His notable works was published in 1971, A Theory of Justice. The background of the theory propounded by John Rawls, he had used utilitarianism as the principal opponent. He attempts to provide a moral theory alternative to utilitarianism that addresses the problem of distributive justice. His view that justice cannot be derived from utilitarianism, in which the greater happiness of a majority is achieved by neglecting the rights and interests of a minority. He opposing the classical utilitarianism that generally hold to be the morally right action when a person is ought to maximize happiness and minimize unhappiness. He believed the social contract society is in a form of agreement with all those within the members, which they have consented to surrender some of their freedoms and submit to the authority of the ruler in exchange for the maintenance of social rights and the protection of their remaining rights. This clearly portrays that in order to secure the equal basic liberties, it is important to encourage a spirit of cooperation among citizens on a basis of mutual respect. The second structure behind this background of the theory is the original position. It is a moral condition necessary for the resulting choice to be fair from the influence of any bias. It assures that each party to the choice is equally distributed, with none enjoying a greater power. The feature of the original position is the veil of ignorance, which prevents arbitrary facts about citizens from influencing the agreement among their representatives. For instance, the original position imagining they have no identity regarding age or sex. In this way, they reduce their bias and self-interest. Based on the diagram given, justice can be achieved in a condition which people arrive at the original position imagining they have no identity regarding age, sex, or ethnicity, even educations or other characteristics, because no one would know until the veil was lifted whether they were male, female, rich or poor. John Rawls hoped this justice theory would provide a minimum guarantee of rights and liberties for everyone, because no one would know until the veil was lifted. The third structure behind this background of theory is the justice of fairness. John Rawls' concept of justice is to provide a framework for the legitimate use of political power, yet legitimacy is only the minimum standard of moral acceptability, because a political order can be legitimate without being just. Justice sets the maximum standard in the arrangement of social institutions that is morally best. The idea is that citizens are free and equal and that society should be fair. He sees it as resolving the tensions between the ideas and freedom of equality. In the principle of justice of fairness, there are two principles that self-interested and rational individuals would choose when separated by the veil of ignorance. First, the principle of equal liberty, where the justice to be derived from the original position, it states that all citizens have an equal right to basic liberties, which according to Rawls entails freedom of expression, association, and democratic rights. Secondly, is principle of equality that holds the economic principle should be arranged in a way that they meet two requirements. First, the least advantaged in society should receive a greater number of benefits, and second, the economic inequalities should be arranged in a way that no individual is blocked from occupying any position or office regardless of their ethnicity, sex, or social backgrounds. From the background of the theory of justice, we could say that the concept of human rights is essential because we can see that one of the fundamental principles of justice is the rights of the people or human rights. In today's modern world, human rights or fundamental liberties usually can be found in this constitution, as the constitution is always regarded as the supreme law of the land. In Malaysia, the fundamental rights of the people are guaranteed in the Federal Constitution, which is the supreme law of Malaysia, according to Article 4 of the Federal Constitution. Meanwhile, Article 5 provides that no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty save in accordance with law. Meanwhile, Article 8, on the other hand, had guaranteed that all persons are equal before the law and are entitled to the equal protection of the law. However, such restriction on the fundamental rights of the people should be imposed in accordance with fair and equal procedure in order to preserve the justice if the fundamental rights of the people are guaranteed and protected. Hence, every individual should be given equal protection when exercising their rights, which are guaranteed under the law, and the government has to make sure that these fundamental rights cannot easily be amended for whatever reason.